2 on this one because I got interrupted on the first one. The question I had asked of me was, how do you determine who makes what wages? As an LLC, under the S-Corp filing, I have to take a salary. I'm thinking my salary should be $50 an hour. But if you Google, what does the officer of a corporation make? It's not $50 an hour. It's like $43.51. That's based on a 40-hour work week, and it's $93,000 plus a year. I can't say I can generate that kind of cash to pay my own wages. My employees right now, my lowest paid employees make $15 an hour. I have other employees that make more. And I decided this year that everybody's going to make at least $1 an hour more. So that makes it even less for me yet. Out of $300,000 sales, we had, according to my accountant, which is not finalized, was $73,000 in profit. Well, when she gets done going through all my receipts for the year, that $73,000 is probably going to be closer to $50,000. So for me to make $50 an hour, which I think I deserve, says something's going to have to change. Sales increase every year, so it's not really, does it need to change? It's just how many hours am I willing to put in for my business to be able to do what I do to keep it going, because that's the main thing. I mean, if you want to hire people that work at McDonald's to work for you, same quality of people, and you can do that, justify it, by all means. Hey, you know, I'm not going to tell you you can't. Me, I got a seed business. They're not slaving over a grill. They're not dealing with customers direct. I deal with the customers direct. But do they need to make $15 an hour, or should they make a little bit more to keep my business going? And I think that's the important part to keep in question is, what is it worth to you? Because I don't care what McDonald's does. I really don't. McDonald's can just, hey, you do what you do. You've always done minimum wage, and that's your option. If minimum wage for working in a fast food restaurant says $15 an hour and New York State says no, it's less, but we're going to raise it, well then I need to worry about, okay, I don't want McDonald's quality people working for me, but I pay you a little bit more to get that same pay rate that they get. But in the same respect, if minimum wage itself went up, which isn't just McDonald's, it's all minimum wage, then my wages are going to go up as well. It all comes down to, you know, what do you think your time is worth? For me, as an LLC S-Corp, I do all payroll, I do all the paperwork, I do a ton of everything. I mean, I spend a lot of time. Do I want to get paid for every hour I work? Yeah, actually I do. But will I? Probably not. I can't make more money than the business can create. As after all expenses, payroll, going out buying seeds for the seed business, buying the wood for the wood shop, all that stuff, I can't make more money than I can create. So my issue on that is I'm only allowed to make so much money. I'm still saying $50 an hour, but my $50 an hour says, okay, well, now you can only work so many hours. You can't work 40 hours a week, which I don't do anyway. But you're going to have to regulate how you work your paycheck out to be able to say, okay, this is what makes sense with the company. You don't want to make a big profit, because if you make a big profit, you pay big taxes. It doesn't matter if you're a sole proprietor, an LLC, S-Corp, or even a C-Corp. You can't make so much profit that you can't be able to figure out how to be able to take care of it without giving it to shareholders and whatnot. And I've only got 2 shareholders, so that's something to keep in mind. I told you about that in the last video. But what is my time going to be worth? How many hours am I actually spending working on this business? And I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know. I may spend 20 hours this week doing something. I may spend 140 hours a week doing something. I don't know what my time frame is. I don't know what I'm doing, you know. But that's what you need to consider when you're doing this kind of stuff is, what is your time worth, and can you make enough profit to be able to make it so that you can actually collect your own payroll without draining the company down? Because that's number one that you don't want to do, is if you have too much money going out and you don't have enough money coming in to say, okay, yeah, I'm justified, because you can't justify that. You'll bury the company if you try to justify that. All right, I'm out.